Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. That last run was a little silly, wasn't it? I had a good time with it. I hope you had a good time with it as well. But it's time to get back, you know, to some real Isaac play. Some, hopefully, 30 to 60 minute runs as opposed to that 19 or 20 minute long speed run that ended in, unfortunately, us being basically one hit away from victory. And it wouldn't have even been like a record or anything. So I'm not super proud of myself. I'm gonna try something here. This could be very stupid of me. Can I not... I know Isaac's engine well enough at this point to believe that I can sneak a shot in there. I've seen enemies squeeze out of that tiny hole, and I don't think it required quantum tunneling, so... Hey! We got one. Can we... Oh, come on. Okay, well, what I was thinking is that we could just, you know, blow up the guy by pushing him over a little bit, but that's not really conducive to me having a fun time on this run, I suppose, is the way that I would put that, so we'll just move on instead. First floor shop is always a great thing if we can actually do it, but it's very rare. It sounds weird, but the rules for secret rooms are kind of reversed on first floors. Despite the fact that there's not very many rooms, it's pretty difficult to find secret rooms on the first floor in my experience. That being said, on an XL floor, despite there being way more opportunities to, you know, way more false positives, if you will, I think that it's much better to find a secret room on those floors because they seem to follow the traditional rules. Now, we have poop in our first room. That's awful. Is there anything I could get on the boss room that would make me not want to reroll poop instead? I don't think so. So we got the mulligan, which is actually a super awesome reroll that opens up all sorts of interesting run possibilities to us. In general, this means that, hey, we get like what I consider to be the best kind of part of becoming Guppy without actually having to go through the hoops of becoming Guppy. And, you know, weirdly enough, it's actually like probably more common for me to become Guppy despite the hoops that you have to go through than it is to just pick up the mulligan vanilla, at least over the course of the past 150 runs or so. It's weird, but whatever. If you're not familiar with what the mulligan does, and I always like to do intros like this because there are people who tell me like, hey, I just started watching the Isaac series. Thanks for your detailed descriptions of what goes on, even if, you know, after 10 episodes I realize that you're fucking wrong and can't be trusted. That's red heart damage, which is really, really frustrating for me because it's going to lower my deal with the devil chance, but whatever. We got the mulligan, so it's all good regardless. We can still get like a 1/3 chance if we don't take red heart damage against the boss. The devil? Probably save that card as long as we can, and we do have, you know, a reroll available, so we'll just come and fight the boss right away rather than just throw some of those away. Yeah, the mulligan, it gives you a chance to summon flies every time you actually, I'm not sure if it's every time you hit an enemy or every time you just shoot tears in general. We can test that out, but for now, I just want to get through this boss fight instead. And once we finish this, we may earn a deal with the devil. I would say puts us pretty firmly at like a 1/3 chance, assuming I don't get hit by this thing when it explodes after death. I wish it would be like a little bit less slow. It's taken me goddamn forever to actually get this thing in a killable position because it's taken forever to get up here. Please, God, work with me. Okay, so we got an HP upgrade. That's my fault for taking red heart damage earlier in the floor. I'm an idiot. The flies do 2 times, or they do double what the actual damage of our individual tiers are. So they're very useful, and it makes them one of the best items in the game, or it makes the mulligan or guppy one of the best items in the game, in my opinion, if you can also, I don't think there's any way to use the Mr. Mega glitch here, if you can also up your damage at all. So if only we'd come in this direction first, maybe we would have, no, we still would have taken red heart damage before we even came into the room. That's me being an idiot, but that's okay. And do we open this tinted rock, or do we try to find the secret room? Ideally, I would rather find the secret room, but we'll see if maybe we get a bomb drop. We can get a bomb drop from a tinted rock. Hey, there we go. So this time, we actually can maybe find a second secret room, like so. It was extremely unlikely that it would be there. I do appreciate the Spirit Hearts now. I'm starting to, you know, a newfound love for Spirit Hearts, how Spirit Hearts got their groove back, because if we carry these down to the next floor, that gives us a lower chance of taking red heart damage before we fight the boss there, thereby giving us an increased chance of getting a deal with the devil. Anyway, yeah, as long as we can up... I mean, let's put it this way. Tiers and damage upgrades are already amazing, but the mulligan makes them even more amazinger. It makes them substantially, like, scalable into the late game. Plenty of bombs, plenty of opportunities to look for... secret room, second secret room, but I want to be a little bit prudent if I can. I still have an item room to visit here, and unfortunately, this floor looks just like a fucking mess when it comes to where the actual secret room is going to be. So I don't know if I actually will look for it any more than I already have. We got another bomb back. That's good. We We also got Halo of Flies, which they're not the best orbitals in the game, but I'll take them. They're pretty good. I think we'll just move on from here. Honestly, I think this floor has been pretty good to us. HP upgrade in the form of meat. Or wait, we got meat on the last floor. HP upgrade in the form of the dog food this time. No keys, can't go to the shop, no secret room, but we got Halo of Flies. That's all right. All right, so we're on the catacombs. And this is a Lord of the Flies type run here, and that's okay. It's okay with me. If we could just get more keys and more money, then life would be even better. It's really unfortunate that that mob trap room has a golden chest in it. It's really unfortunate that we're only at 4 cents, because if we were closer to 15, if we were even at, like, you know, 9 cents is probably where I'd maybe consider doing it. But if we were at 9 cents, I would open up that shop and, you know, if it's a bad item, I could re-roll it, and then I wouldn't be wasting my re-rolls right now. But it's unfortunately not in the cards for us right now to check that out, I suppose. We get Mom's Knife. Because I went so hard on that fetus run last night, I'm going to re-roll Mom's Knife. And I deserve getting Monstrous Tooth for that, I'll admit. But I owe you guys a run that's a little bit more fun, I'd say. A little bit more unusual, especially since we got the mulligan so early. And as much as I would love to take the mulligan because of course, or sorry, as much as I'd love to take Mom's Knife because of course it would make our flies do such crazy damage, I am just gonna, we'll play this run a little bit closer to our chest. It's not like there's any shortage of Isaac runs where we do crazy stuff, so this is okay. We'll obviously continue to reroll Monstro's Tooth, what used to be Mom's Knife. In the meantime, we're gonna make our way up to what I assume is going to be an area that is predominantly just dominated by the boss room up here. Could maybe find something else, but I doubt it. There is another... Does it not look on the map like there's another room directly above this? Oh, maybe that's just, you know, my sign that I need to get my glasses checked or changed. Yeah, there's definitely not. I'm not sure what's up with that, you know, double vision that I had for a second there, but that's okay. Probably not some kind of crippling neurological disorder. Well, I guess we'll fight the boss first. Normally, might want to wait on this just a little bit, because you never know if, or normally I should say we'd want to, like, reroll Monstrous Tooth, but unfortunately our rerolls have been kind of ill-managed on this floor, which means now we'll do, you know, our due diligence and figure out what is the highest priority reroll item. And it could be inside of that deal with the devil room. So let's see what we've got in here. Got the mark. I think I'm going to pick up the mark, and it's very tempting to then, reroll the Necronomicon, but then we won't be able to reroll Monstrous Tooth, so I think maybe we'll just leave and we'll be, like, content with this. This is a decision that could kind of bite me in the ass, because if there was an ability to fly, then we could have gotten that. That would have been awesome, and we would have been able to get that key, too, which might end up making a slight difference. But I'm happy to have the mark for the extra damage, and we'll reroll Monstrous Tooth. It becomes Spelunker's Hat, which makes it a little bit easier for me to find secret rooms. Obviously, that's where I was looking for one to begin with there, but it's nice to have some confirmation. And inside of here, we will have a free ability to fly, so things are turning up now, I would say. This is pretty good. We're going to look for the second secret room, of course, because we can, but we're also going to come down here to the curse room. And who needs Mom's Knife? We don't need no stinking Mom's Knife. Well, we managed to kill both of those spiders, but we still lost half a Spirit Heart, basically just by definition. And if I had to guess, I would say that our second secret room is probably adjacent to the shop room. Or, no, it's not? Okay, then it's either up or to the left from this very tippy-top-most room. And we get a free key there. I forgot about that. Oh, no, we've already been to the second secret room, you dinglehorn. That was really stupid of me. Whatever. At least it didn't have any repercussions on the game, except me looking like a goddamn idiot. Plenty of money. Might actually be able to visit the shop on this floor. We have the keys necessary as well. There's our item room, so we'll go to that right away. It's always nice to find one of those special rooms right off the bat, so we know that we can come back here and use our rerolls if the chips fall in the good place for us. Chocolate milk is pretty bad, in my opinion, so we'll just kind of move along here and hopefully find the strength to reroll that. Chocolate milk is... If I could just, like, take chocolate milk out of the pool, I would love to do so. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in Rebirth. I don't know why they would take it out, but I wish they did. It's just unfortunate because it makes the game... You know, your mileage may vary. There's some people out there who still get mad at me for not taking chocolate milk, so I know there's people out there who like it. Really, a tears downgrade? That sucks. Especially because the mark doesn't actually give us tears, it just gives us damage, so our rate of fire is, like, net below what it should be now, but... sure, we'll just take Gish. Little Gish, I guess I should say. That's a fine item. The slow could be very important for us, but yeah, I still have people that are like, why the hell wouldn't you take chocolate milk, like it makes your damage so much higher. I'm like, yeah, but it means I can't just hold down the arrow key. And for it to be good, like a good pickup that makes my life, you know, enriched as a result of its existence, it has to be better than it is. And unfortunately, it just doesn't provide much that is better. It doesn't provide enough, I should say. So I'm really glad that that was not an Eternal Heart, but I really wish there was something in there. An Eternal Heart would have been great, but I mean, I guess Eternal Heart probably would have been the best, to be honest with you, but I didn't want to have to, like, leave and then come back in case there was a blood bank on this floor, which I hope there is. But I guess it is pretty unlikely that there will be a blood bank on this floor as a result of the fact that I think we came down here with maybe less than 5 cents. Can't quite recall. Just keep moving along here. Okay, so we can't bomb our way into the shop. That's fine, even though we are shorter on keys than we are on bombs. We don't have control over that, so we might as well just accept it. Some tiers upgrades would be lovely. We have nothing we can really reroll yet. You know what? Let's take Safety Cap. Blue Baby's soul is terrible anyway, and Safety Cap might lead to some good pills for me. Obviously, I won't be taking that tiers downgrade pill again. Let's come into our curse room, and maybe we'll be lucky and find, like, the pact in here, for example. It's only half a spirit heart. Wow, this is, I mean, I don't really have the highest hopes always for curse rooms, but I would expect by this point, considering how many of these red chests we've opened, we'd get at least spirit hearts. I don't need, you know, Mom's Knife, the pact, the mark, the nail, etc. out of every single one of these fucking red chests, but just something would be nice. And considering we've already been to the secret room, I'm still not going to open this shop until I find that we have actually as much money as we need to buy an item. Because we only have one key. We better be damn sure of what we want to do here. Apologies for that sound. That was some kind of push notification, probably letting me know that some 8-year-old beat my score in Quiz Up. Now we have 17 cents. The pill? Bombs are key. I like that. I'm happy with that. We'll come up here and check out our shop. Could be greed. That's a risk we're taking. But it's worth checking out regardless, I would say. And we might still get a shop item or a Steam sale from greed. Steam sale is a shop item, but I feel like it's worth making the distinction because Steam sale is a shop item that, at this point in the game, I don't really like. Or I don't really want, at least. I would love some more tiers upgrades. Like, please, just give me more ability to summon flies. That's all I want right now. Okay, so this is the best case scenario for us. Steam sale pays out, and then we reroll it into a shop item, which is Nun's Habit. That's textbook, basically. That's how it happens oftentimes. So, you know, probability worked out in our favor there. And we got a free Nun's Habit, which means we can pretty much buy whatever we want on the next floor. For now, though, we come down, and we are going to deal with Pestilence, which is not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's obviously not a tiers upgrade, which is what I was kind of harping on. But it is something that will fill out the remaining gap in our orbital kind of layout here. Or loadout, I guess I should say. So I'm happy with that. Should have taken damage from that Silkworm, probably, but didn't. And again, extra rate of fire so I could actually summon more flies would make me the happiest camper in the fucking world here. But let's see what we've got going on in our deal with the Devil Room. Was kind of hoping that it would be Krampus. Does the extra damage from Lump of Coal? That was stupid damage. Does it actually apply to the flies? I certainly hope so. I don't know so, though. Even if it doesn't, Lump of Coal is good enough in and of itself to be happy with. And, you know, Krampus himself is a very easy boss fight, even though I've taken dumb damage twice now. Not the biggest deal in the world. 3 times now. Okay, now it's... At 4 times, it's getting a little fucking ridiculous, but that's okay. Sloppy play, but good RNG here. Works out in my favor. That's another bombs or key pill. I think the bombs or key pill is maybe more important because we're a little bit low. I did waffle back and forth a couple times there to figure out, though, whether or not I wanted that. Now, let's keep moving on here. There might be... Well, there's nothing actually too important over here, but there's no rerolls that we want to spend either, so I guess we just leave Dune to the Nyx floor, and hopefully it is the depths. It is Necropolis. Well, we have a shop right off the bat. It's a ladder. That's a reroll and a half. Unfortunately, the reroll provided me with nothing. That happens to a surprising degree. But we'll get more rerolls, especially with Nun's Habit, so not the end of the world. We can realistically assume that we'll probably get the, oh, that was dumb. We can realistically assume that we'll probably get an arcade on the next floor, given the amount of money that we have. Seems like it's likely. We don't know what this does. Pretty fly. That's a waste, but at least we know it's in the rotation. At least we know it's not bad. Forgot I didn't have Ouija board for a second, but this room should still be pretty darn easy. And an Eternal Heart. How interesting. So that is something that we just want to make sure that we don't forget when we leave this floor, but we certainly don't want to take it right now. So we re-roll the ladder, it becomes Mom's purse. It's no compass, but I think it's good enough to pick up. And it is worth noting that the map is maybe a little bit less important than it otherwise would be because we already have Spelunker's hat. So the whole map plus compass dynamic is not necessarily as strong as it usually is. Sure, a free HP upgrade seems like a great deal. Thank you very much, game. Now, Necropolis, usually not too easy, but our damage is very, very nice. The only thing this run is sorely lacking is maybe, you know, we're at like a 6 out of 10 HP-wise. I would love to be a little bit higher on the HP scale right now. And tears. Tears are the biggest sore spot for me because they really, really help out our damage with our flies. And just in general, but, you know, our damage is fine as is, but our DPS could improve. So that would be nice if that could happen. Yes, by the way, I know that was really bad. I know that there is a key in that shop that I should probably be on the lookout to pick up. I think we can probably give up all hope of getting a deal with the devil on this floor. The mask AI is the greatest AI in history. Edmund should start working for the Department of Defense, or Florian, whoever programmed this, start working for the U.S. Department of Defense. You will make trillions of dollars. I guarantee it because I am not going to ever have repercussions for saying that. We could use bombs or key and then blow up that tinted rock, but I have faith that we'll just find either a better use for a bomb or more bombs in the near future anyway. So we do have rerolls. There's more pills. Celtic Cross. Celtic Cross I'll pick up. This item has been making its way up my power rankings a little bit lately. Now, pills. Okay. We have no bombs, no keys now, so this bombs or key pill is effectively worthless, but it will get better. I assure you. And if we just stay out of harm's way here, our HP won't be a problem. HP is only a problem if you don't get, or if you get hit. So if we can just neutralize that little weakness in our plan, then we should be fine, right? Step 1, don't get hit. Step 2, hit enemies, and then Bob's your uncle, you're good to go. 2 of hearts, probably more valuable than bombs or key. Ah, you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. Let's take bombs or key right now. That'll take us up to 3 keys, and then we'll also have 2 bombs. That's a nice little supply there, isn't it? That works out well for us. Okay. So we still have that Eternal Heart, we still have that Tinted Rock. I'd like to get both. We have 2 bombs, so we can make that happen. Don't forget, by the way, that there is a... That was really dumb of me. Don't forget that there is a Eternal Heart on this floor. Now, I'm not using 2 of hearts yet, just in case we can save it for later. Even though it would be, you know, it was at peak usefulness when we hit 2.5 hearts. It would be even more useful if we can use it to give us 2.5 hearts, you know, on the chest, for example. So, we're gonna fight the boss. It's Bloat, which is, it could be worse. Not my favorite boss to fight in the game, as you may expect, but it legitimately can be worse. I should have taken damage there. I froze, man. But we're okay, thankfully. I hate when Bloat gets into this position because we can't actually hit him properly, or hit it properly, but not being able to hit it properly hasn't stopped me in the past. Oh, sexual inadequacy. Okay. That's soul-crushing. Let's just keep this up here, firing the occasional shot in. Thank you, Lump of Coal, for making me at least not completely worthless, and thank you, Orbitals, for actually blocking some shots there. Much appreciated. Thank you, Flies, for doing a little bit extra damage there. And thank you for the range upgrade twice, so I know who my true friends are. That was some awesome damage on my part there. Okay, but 2 bombs, Tinted Rock, second secret room. Probably something we'll check out. Why is the second secret room important to me? Well, or why am I not getting that Eternal Heart? They're kind of, they tie into the same thing here. We don't know what this is. Well, at least the range up pill, if we have to take it, is now kind of useful. Yeah, but if I go to the second secret room and it's an Eternal Heart, I just pick up the other Eternal Heart and then they're automatically safe, right? But no, instead we get back to like nearly full health here, or actually full health here. And I can hurt myself a little bit, and that will mean that I don't have to take the range upgrade. I can re-roll it into something better, which is probably what I'm going to do if I can, because, you know, -2 red arts to get an HP upgrade container permanently instead of a shitty range upgrade is actually like a pretty sweet payout in my opinion, so it's a trade I'll take basically 10 times out of 10. I know I'm being super lazy here, and I could go back and reroll right away, but I'm not going to because we're basically done with this floor anyway. Maybe there's a curse room over here too. Did you ever think of that, huh? Did you? Okay, nothing. That's alright. We'll go back for the reroll. We're not going to pick up that Eternal Heart yet, but please don't let me leave the floor without it. We're not going to pick it up yet because I might have to hurt myself in order to get the item that I actually want to get. If we have to use our Two of Hearts card to do this, so be it. We don't have any more bombs that we can use unless there's something we could buy on the shop, but I don't know. Did I not? I bought Mom's purse here, did I not? I think I did. Careful there. Don't take the same dumb damage over again. Cat and Nine Tails, so yes, we will end up hurting ourselves to make this work. There's plenty of red hearts for us to at least get back to survivability. Speed upgrade is not good enough. Come on, let's do this again. Come on, hit me. I want you to hit me. Unfortunately, no blood bank here, so I can't really make good use of this. Celtic Cross, thank you for your, your effort was in good intentions, but not necessarily super useful. That's a Tears upgrade plus Spirit Hearts. I'll take those. And we'll leave. So, was it worth it? Yeah, I think it was. The Tears upgrade is fine. Is our range really that low? It's like a third of the room width. That's not very good. But it could be worse. Let's come through here, and I will get these. Not going to pop Two of Hearts yet if I can avoid it. We basically got an HP and Tears upgrade on this floor, if we're going to be technical. Allow me to recaffeinate for a second. How is that coffee still too hot? We've been recording for like 20 minutes here. It is pretty delicious, though. I will give it that. So we'll head down. Necropolis 1, pretty good to us overall. Really, really, really want a compass here. I know I said the map plus compass dynamic is different. That was incorrect. I should have said the map usefulness or priority is different. The compass is still exceptionally useful if we can get it. Not that the map wouldn't be either. The map would still be useful as well. It's just not as useful because we already have a way to find secret rooms. Now, don't take my words out of context anymore. That's what I'm trying to do here. We will pick up a penny. This pill, I was going to say, we've seen this before. How do I feel about Bombs or Key? If we had a second Bombs or Key pill on this floor somewhere, I would love it. For now, not the biggest fan. Second secret room or regular secret room. I almost prefer the second secret room, but I don't want to look at either of them just yet. Just in case there's an arcade, I don't want to, like, use our only bomb to find out there's an Eternal Heart, but I can't play a Blood Bank after I pick it up, right? So, that red heart will give us access to this mob trap room. There might be some kind of, like, reroll target in there. Doesn't look like it, so we'll just continue exploring and trying to find a terminal room for a little bit. That's a fortune teller. I will go into that mob trap room because if it's if it's got bombs in the chest, then it's well worth it. Judgment. Judgment is very interesting. And the boss room's here, so I think what I'm actually going to do is play Judgment, and then we'll reprioritize and probably go for the first secret room over the second secret room. And it's not like we're skipping out on any special rooms by doing that. We don't know what this does either, huh? Balls of Steel. Well worth it. Now, we will play Judgment. If he takes all our money, so be it, but I think we'll be able to get most of it back on this floor. Arcade is a fairly high probability. First secret room could have money, and then, Bob's your uncle, we're good. Strength. It's decent. Two of Hearts probably better for survivability. Strength good to... Ah, there we go. There's our map. Could have re-rolled it, but we're re-rolling it into basically any pool. So it's a little dangerous. Let's go and see if we can find an arcade. And I doubt it's going to be on the right side here. It's probably more likely that we're going to find an item room on this right side. I mean, it's plausible that there won't be an arcade on this floor to begin with. I would just like there to be, so I'm going to try to will it into existence in spite of the fact that it might not be possible. Or it might not be in the cards for us, but that's okay. What do we have over here? It's a shop, okay. We'll go to it. And we'll go to the shop, hoping to buy the compass, but I... Again, am kind of at the will of the amount of money that's available on this floor, so I'm really banking on this arcade showing up. That Spirit Heart is worth taking. Coin purse. Bum friend. Okay, well, we have Nun's Habit, so there's obviously many, many benefits for re-rolling, or for finding an arcade. We get a re-roll engine because we have Nun's Habit. We also get the money that we actually need to buy the item. Right now, we're faking it till we make it. We went into the shop and we're like, hey, you got anything in about a size compass? And they're like, I don't know if this guy can afford it. And we're like, don't worry about it. I'll have the money by the time that, I have to have the money. Now, in the meantime, why don't you just back order that Dolce & Gabbana compass, and I'll be back, I'll pay with a cashier's check. Don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, we reroll again. That's Notched Axe. Did I say I wanted Notched Axe? Do I look like the kind of schmuck who's gonna be wandering around with a Notched Axe? Hey, look at me. Bash your fucking brains in with my Notched Axe. I don't know what kind of accent that was, but I apologize for stereotyping whoever those people are as a violent species. Or violent race, if you will. In any case, we're gonna move on here. I think maybe that might have been like Swiss mountain climbers, which would be funny and maybe even appropriate because they're probably the people who most have legitimate non-violent means to own an axe. You know, you gotta climb those glaciers, dog. Now, we haven't been to the secret room yet. There is an arcade. That's bad damage on my part. Could be worse and could be about to be worse. Nah, we're gonna get through this just fine. There's the money, basically, especially given that we have the arcade as well. And there's an item room as well, which is interesting. Shoop da Whoop is awful. I think we can afford to reroll Shoop da Whoop because we're here. And then we'll come into the arcade and we'll get our rerolls. And obviously there's going to be some backtracking in order here. Please don't pay out on the first one. Oh, thank God. We live again. Now, how do we do this? You know this old song and dance by now. We're going to walk over to the shop exceptionally slowly. And we're going to reroll the item. And if it's the compass, we're going to buy it. If it's not the compass, we're going to reroll it. Even if it's the 9-volt. Even if it's the battery. Even if it's the coin purse again. Or the ladder, etc., etc. Book of Revelations we will buy and then reroll. Worst case scenario, we paid 15 cents, took a book out of the rotation, and got a Spirit Heart. That's not a great deal, but we probably don't need money for much else in this run anyway. We're going to get more money, and this will allow us to start taking active items out of the pool, so maybe we're more likely to get the compass faster. Plus, now we have a Spirit Heart that insulates us a little bit from the ills and the evils of this blood bank that could possibly lead to our greed getting us ourselves killed. Okay, so obviously we've got some fucking problems here. I don't know why I even went through with that. That seems stupid to give myself more money for basically no reason. This blood bank paid out in a very disappointing way. We have now 3 reroll targets and basically no means to get them. We can reroll one of them. What do we want to reroll? Good question. This didn't turn out as expected. It's amazing how different this floor would actually turn out for us if we had gotten a blood bag instead of the IV bag there. But you gotta deal with the card, or you gotta play the cards you're dealt, right? So this is fine. We'll make good use of it. We may get one more reroll back if we get hit some. I obviously hope we don't. We're still in a decent position even if this doesn't work out for us. And we get Blue Candle. How do I feel about Blue Candle? I feel like Blue Candle's pretty good, but the D6 is better. Probably. It's hard to say. Blue Candle is really, really good, but we're going to go to our Mob Trap room. That's a Bombs or Key Pill, I recall. We're going to go to our Mob Trap room, and if we get hit twice here, we'll get a reroll. Otherwise, we're just leaving the floor. I'm not going to take the coin purse, or not the coin purse, sorry, the sack of pennies, because we don't need as much money as we're going to get from that. And wouldn't it make less Spirit Hearts drop? Or less red hearts drop, the 2 consumables we actually need enough of to keep us alive? I think it might. So I'm going to say, you know what, sack of pennies, you can rub my sack of pennies until you get a little white chocolate volcano. But until then, we're just going to go fight our boss. And we're going to keep our 2 of Hearts card. No compass, but we got a map, that's something. And this should be interesting, I guess. This should be interesting. That's a Devil card, I think 2 of Hearts is better. We definitely don't want IV bag. Can't really afford to do anything with Blue Candle. Alright, so Red Mom is Annoying Mom. But, assuming we can get through this, probably good for an HP or damage upgrade or something. If we get hit once, then we'll also get a reroll. I'd rather not get hit once. We can always hurt ourselves with a bomb if we want to, but it's fairly likely that I will get hurt once. Although my orbitals are doing a pretty good job of insulating me against that possible condition. I'm trying to get in the way here, so not only do our flies do damage, but also our orbitals have a pretty good chance to do some... Well, only Cube of Meat actually does offensive damage. The pretty flies just kind of hang out there, I think. That's okay, though. Easy fight. Not an HP upgrade. You know what? Fuck this tarot card nonsense. There we go. We'll take Stem Cells instead. That's the best shot speed upgrade we could get. We got the Polaroid to go along with our safety cap, and we'll move along here. If I was a boss, where would I be? left, like far, far left, let's say. Alright, so how do I feel about our chances on this run? I feel like they're pretty good. I feel like I would like our chances a lot more if I hadn't completely re-rolled and rebuked Mom's knife earlier. That being said, you know, again, sometimes you gotta play the cards you're dealt, and sometimes you deal and things don't work out in your favor. I'm struggling to make this analogy actually work. One thing's for sure, can't keep taking the same level of damage that I've been taking over the course of this floor so far. So let's come on downwards here. I really thought that that might be the boss room, so I figured we'd just go check it out, just because we were closer to this terminal than we were closer to any other terminal in the past. Really hoping on a deal with the devil on this floor. I think it might be reasonably likely, right? Like, we haven't taken any red heart damage on this floor, and we're unlikely to do so. If we end up fighting Conquest, I'm gonna be a very unhappy camper. I don't know why, but Conquest seems to show up on, like, fully 40% of my runs now, and he's a real cocksucker. And that's, you know, nothing against that at all. That's a word I don't use lightly, though. When is the last time you heard me call someone a cocksucker? That's like a genuine insult. You know, if I called you like, oh, you're a dick imbiber, that's not going to offend anybody, right? You imbibe dicks, who cares? But cocksucker is like, there's a real pejorative sense there, and I mean it. Conquest is a real garbage factory. He's trashier than real physical trash. So I did at least call the boss room right. Doesn't happen all that often. It was basically like a 1 in 5 shot, so I feel pretty good about that. And, don't take so much dumb-ass damage, and I should be okay to move along here. It's not Conquest, it's, Triachnid. Triachnid is actually pretty darn easy as long as I don't get hit directly on the face with spiders. I did take some red heart damage because I'm bad at the Binding of Isaac and can't be trusted. It's okay. Kill the spider. Oh my god, that spider almost... He came so close to doing damage that I already resigned myself to the fact that I was going to get hit. Which is infuriating, but we still did get our deal with the devil. And our deal with the devil contains Guppy's Paw. I'm trying to figure out how I do this, right? We're not going to become Guppy on this run. I think I just take Guppy's Paw, and then I give myself 18 spirit hearts, like that, and then fuck this item, like, I don't need that anymore, but we reroll this one, and it becomes the coin purse, okay. So we get a pretty fly, which is worthless, balls of steel, which is wonderful, bad gas, which is better than 2 of hearts, and bombs are key. Honestly, I think we take bad gas with us. I know that sounds kind of fucked up. I think our boss would be like upper left if I had to guess here. So now we have permanent Polaroid invincibility. I mean, Guppy's Paw, truth be told, Guppy's Paw probably even better than something like Brimstone in a moment like that. So it was a really good deal with the devil, and I'm super stoked that we got one. We're gonna play this Judgment as well. Just don't pay out with an HP upgrade, or if you do, I mean, I guess that's fine too. I can't even bomb my way through the secret room, so I'll just keep farming some rerolls in the area. You're really gonna give me the Steam sale, though? That's pretty fucked up, dude. Anyway. I sincerely think that if I had to guess, our flies, like, seriously summon some fucking flies. I knew it had to happen at some point. We summoned like 0 fucking flies there. 1 fly would wreck the shit out of those terminals, or those turrets, but no such luck, I guess. White feather, pretty bad. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm pretty confident the boss is gonna be bottom, like, left middle here. That's 3 different directions, so that could almost apply to anywhere on the map, but that's okay. 2 bombs now allows us to use that shortcut. I figured we'd just check out this direction just because, you know, it was only 1 room to the terminal to see if the boss might be in this area. It seemed like a pretty prudent idea. You know, it's like, which restaurant should we go to? Well, the first restaurant you check out should maybe be the one right next to your house. It sounds a little bit, you know, like, not really adventurous. Oh, you just want to go to the restaurant beside our house? Like, where's your sense of adventure? Well, what if that turns out to be the best restaurant of all time and you move away 2 years later and people are like, oh, you didn't eat at Giovanni's? It's like the best restaurant in town. It was right next to your place. And you'd be like, yeah, I know, but I wanted to be adventurous, so I went to, you know, Rigatoni's down the street. And you're like, oh, Rigatoni's? What the fuck? We managed to sneak our way through many rooms there to the point where I found myself speechless. Guess that's gonna be the end of this floor. We are gonna fight Mom's Heart, obviously. Long story short, I really resent when people are like, they mask chores as adventures. Your mileage might vary, but we were planning this, you know, thing for our college friends to get back together. This is a couple years ago now, and You know, we hadn't seen each other in a while, and people were like, what should we do? And somebody was like, let's do a road trip. It'll only take us like 3 or 4 days to get to where we want to go. And I was like, man, 3 or 4 days, like that's a lot. And they're like, where's your sense of adventure? And then I was, at first I was shamed a little bit. I was like, oh, they're right, I don't have a sense of adventure. And then I was like, wait a minute. Sitting in the back of a fucking car is not adventurous. That's not just being like, oh, I'm car sick. Oh yeah, you can listen to some tunes. I can listen to the fucking radio whenever I want. I'm an adult. I guess I can't listen to the radio right now. I could have headphones in and be listening to the radio, but that would make my commentary just turn into like fucking Katy Perry songs. Not that that is my preferred music of choice. Not that that should be any of your business, really, all things considered. That being said, you know, you have people like that as like, you know, where do you want to go grocery shopping? Oh, why don't we go to the grocery store over here? Don't you want to go to this new grocery store? Be adventurous. You want to be adventurous, man? Let's go to the fucking Andes or something like that. That's okay. That's... let's save up for a little while. We'll go to the Andes. We'll have a wonderful trip together. That sounds very nice and adventurous. I don't want to get my sense of... Yeah, you know, it was a pretty spontaneous night last night. Instead of going to, you know, Loblaws, we went to A&P, Metro. I'm dating myself a little bit here, I guess. And also very much Canadianizing myself, as you can see. Long story short, don't be one of those people. The end. Could you, instead of taking a... The reason I thought it was funny is I was like, well, instead of taking a road trip there, why don't we just fly? We'll be there in like 5 hours. People were like, where's your sense of adventure? I'm 35,000 feet up in a fucking plane. That's so much more adventurous than just... Vroom. Okay, we're gonna stop at this motel for tonight. Vroom. Okay, we're gonna stop. I'm watching you people, and I am judging you, so just be aware of that, okay? I know you do it too. I know you judge me too. I see it. I see it all the time. So it's turnabout is fair play. Who created who? I don't really know. All I'm saying is I get it. This is a long fight here. I'm very curious about our possible chances on this run. I can't believe that even now we still have not gotten Mom's heart into permanent bomb state. Oh my god, I'm taking so much fucking damage on a fight that should be so goddamn easy. Do you see the Parappa the Rapper style moves that this guy is trying to pull on me? Like, how does this... He's moving around so quickly. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. How about you just walk in a straight fucking line? I did my best to make that rhyme with a cadence, but it was cheap and didn't work as effectively as I would have liked. What's my disappointment with this run right now? Mulligan is just not bringing home the bacon, man. I need... Yeah, we'll check this out. I need Mulligan to be summoning way more flies than it's actually doing. And instead, it's saying, oh, you need more flies? How about you check out this fly right here? And then it tugs on its jeans, and I'm like, oh, come on, dude, that's not cool. And it's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. All right. Apologies to the great and noble populace of Boston for me using your beloved accent as a catch-all for douchebags. Now... watch out for these guys. I'm glad they kind of fired in sync with one another. I'm not glad they fired in sync. I thought they were going to make for the greatest birthday party ever, but no, I guess I'll have to wait for my quinceañera. Now, please. Okay, more money. We're not going to be able to do anything with that. Very happy to be fighting Fistula. You know, soaks up a lot of damage, means we should be able to generate a decent number of flies. Those flies killed the bomb flies, and basically we just set it and forget it, you know? Ron Popeil, sit back and let the sunshine in. I wish there would be less laser bullet flies, but that's okay. One more Spirit Heart is very nice here. I'm gambling on the left side of what looks like an elongated shrug here as our final location for this boss room. Every room that I go to that has no enemies or weak enemies makes me an extremely happy person. No bombs. That sucks. Our damage is not magnificent. It makes me think that we're going to be in a little bit of trouble for this Isaac fight, but we have enough HP to tank it and then hopefully get more damage on the chest. Is what I'm thinking. If we die against Isaac, then I apologize for misrepresenting myself, but I feel like we should be in a pretty good spot here. All right, Judgment. Perfect time to recaffeinate a little bit. We got an HP upgrade, which we can't take, so we'll reroll it into the compass. And is this the right way? It is! Okay, I've been predicting the boss room is pretty well so far. Basically, my predictions for the boss rooms on this run so far have boiled down to what's the furthest terminal away from the spawn, and that's worked out remarkably well so far. Now, we'll just keep this up, and we should be okay. Any second now, you will be deceased. Thank you. And yeah, the compass is not as viable now as it would have been, or as valuable now as it would have been earlier, but this is one of those cases where better late than never, in my opinion at least. It's gonna be a tough run here. Now, what are the benefits? Thank fucking God we have a full set of orbitals. Without having this full set of orbitals, I think we would take a shit ton of damage. As is, not quite in as dire of a state. Mind you, our orbitals are not super offensively potent, so even though we get permanent Polaroid invincibility every time we get hit, we're not going to do a ton of damage as a result of that. The cube of meat will do something, that's about it. Now, the good news is we haven't taken very much damage at all so far, and we're roughly halfway through the fight. It's a long one, but I'm starting to think that maybe we've got a good chance of success. If we take less damage against Isaac than we took against Mom's Heart, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. Well, I mean, I'm pleased with this fight so far, not so pleased with the Mom's Heart fight, though. Alright, so that's 2 hits, that's, you know, par for the course, I would say. Don't want to use this bomb if we can avoid it, even though it would make taking out those angel fetuses more reasonable. I would much rather, if possible, take them out the old-fashioned way, save my bomb for maybe some crowd control on the blue baby fight. And we still have Spirit Hearts off the screen, or at least butting up against the screen, so I feel pretty good about our overall HP. Come on, just kill Isaac, and then you've got a much easier room to deal with here. The angel fetuses are annoying, of course, but there we go. Now that we've got this taken care of, a room full of 5 angel fetuses is not so bad. Might get hit once or twice, but we can swing this just fine. Alright, Guppy's Paw proving to be like a game-saving item right now, basically. Not a super long trip to get to the boss. We got a free pill from Mini Mush. We got a free pill from many of these, actually. I guess that's what Safety Cap does. So, Dead Sea Scrolls we take and use, and it's Monstrous Tooth, which means we're probably going to get hit here. Maybe not. Everything else just gets rerolled. It's not good enough. The only one I'd consider taking at this point is actually Homing Bombs, and that's just for the extra bombs, but I think we're more better off just rerolling them. We will take Quad Shot. Everything else we're not going to take. I don't even want to take these pills, just because they're risky to pick up. Bombs are key. Range down. Well, we can take this Bombs are key pill with us, and if we don't need to open anything else, that'll give us 5 bombs for the boss fight. So, Quad Shot, don't get me wrong. Happy to have it. Always happy when Quad Shot rears its ugly mug around here. That being said, is it a game winner? No, and I'm starting to get a little nervous, especially as I notice that our HP is no longer off the screen, so we're at 11 hits right now. Getting any more Spirit Hearts would be wonderful. So, compared to the last run, it should be a lot easier for me to at least hit the horse, but that's a great slang for masturbation. But it will be more difficult for me to kill the horse in all likelihood, although the slow helps out a lot, and the flies do a decent amount of damage, obviously. There we go, thank you. Keep moving along. Plenty of rerolls available here to, you know, ply my trade with. We are basically halfway through Daddy Longlegs already. Just don't do the foot attack, Daddy Longlegs. Thank you for dying in a timely fashion. Joker card. Very interesting possibilities here. Let's reroll these 3. Don't want Odd Mushroom. Kind of want the speed upgrade. Let's see what our tarot card is. 2 of Hearts is worthless. Joker, we'll try it. I don't know why I hit the spacebar there instead of the Q key. So we can't do anything with that, unfortunately. Which means we take the Bombs or Key Pill with us. Yeah. So that's fine. We'll get another reroll maybe before our boss fight. If not, I feel pretty good. Especially given that we'll have some more bombs to maybe use for the 3rd phase. And I will use them for the 3rd phase. Predominantly. Just to make sure we clear out those angel fetuses. Normally I wouldn't worry about them too much, but or I wouldn't worry about the timing of using them, but it seems smart to save all the bombs for the phase where I'm going to be under the most fire, just because it's not a guaranteed win. That'll be 6 bombs now, and hopefully we'll get that Spirit Heart back that we lost. This also might be a blessing in disguise, because it does give us one more reroll before the boss fight, and it looks like we'll probably break even on health. Yeah, there we go. So that's fine. I'm actually very pleased with the way that room went, because it gave me an excuse to get a reroll. And we'll come back here. Should be some interesting moments ahead. Final reroll gives us Book of Sin, portable slot. We'll take Abel. Book of Sin is a smart play to bring into the boss room just because maybe it'll pay out with Spirit Hearts or pills or something. With Nun's Habit, we might as well get some use out of it, and we're not going to get any use out of the D6, but 7 bombs there. I think we're good. I think we got enough to win this. This win almost exclusively comes down to Guppy's Paw. Without Guppy's Paw, we would have been fucked. But we got Guppy's Paw, so we're not fucked. And that was probably one of the few Deal with the Devil items that could have absolutely saved this run. The other one being Mom's Knife, which I re-rolled earlier into the run to begin with. Maybe Brimstone. Maybe the Pact. I don't know. Oh, good. Golden Key. That's the perfect payout while I'm already on the middle of this boss fight. But we're on the third phase of Blue Baby basically already. Dropping some bombs in here now. Angel Fetuses will start showing up. Hopefully, you know, they'll spawn into the bomb. More keys. So Book of Sin has not been, you know, the game buster that I thought it might be at this point, but that's okay. Now all we gotta do is kill the Angel Fetuses, and if we take damage, who gives a shit at all? Thank you for the extra bomb. Alright, good run. We made it work. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.